All right, here we go, wall to wall in this 4x4 grow tent. We are on day 37 of flowering. I've got 3 plants in this grow space. You can see one there in the hydro bucket DWC system, and I've got 2 plants on the tray to grow. Those are 5-gallon fabric pots. 3 different plants in here, 2 phenos. We actually have pheno number 1 is on this side and in the back, and then we have pheno 2 in the front. The genetics are Frosted Lemonade crossed with Fire Shit. This is bred by Swank Genetics in collaboration with From the Stash. And boy, am I liking what I am seeing so far. Healthy growth all around. We zoom in here, we got a good example of just prettiness. Really nice bud development for day 37. Lots of frost throughout the plant. It's even going up on the fan leaves there. We've got lots of big colas forming and everything is looking healthy so far. I did get in there and do some defoliation. I know there's some folks that may comment and say, hey, should have done a little bit more. Different strokes for different folks. I probably will come in here and pluck a little bit more, but I have very good air circulation going on between this fan and then I have a fan on the lower part as well. So I'm pretty confident that there's enough air movement in here and the humidity isn't high enough to where it's gonna cause any mold problems. I do have a humidifier in here as well. This actually rarely turns on. It only turns on when I have the tent open. I live in a very dry climate. It's normally about 30% relative humidity. So I'm just about always running a humidifier in order to try to increase the humidity in the grow space. But with so many plants in here, them being wall to wall, the plants transpire. It releases water vapor into the air and it increases the humidity in this grow space without the humidifier being on. This light has been working out pretty good. It's got 2 fans there in the center of the light. That's another thing that helps with air circulation in the environment. I put my par meter in the middle there. I've got it about 900 ppfd. This is on a 12-12 light cycle, so the DLI is 38.88. So I'm not pushing these plants too hard. Many folks will look to do around 40 DLI. However, there's some folks, if you got like CO2, you can increase the amount of light, increase the amount DLI. I hear people going upwards of 60 DLI. So if I were to pump a CO2 in here, I could potentially run higher light, but I don't need to. I'm a small home grower, just growing for myself. I don't sell to dispensaries or anything like that. So this is all just personal smoke. And this will definitely yield enough for me. So I don't need to add the additional expense of CO2. VivoSun is sponsoring this grow series and they hook up my viewers with a discount code. You can use code MrGrow15. That works on both their website as well as Amazon. I'm using their light. The tent is VivoSun, the fans, the humidifier. All of this stuff has been working out really good so far. So big thanks to VivoSun for sponsoring this grow series. I'll provide links to both their Amazon page as well as their website down in the YouTube description section below. Like I mentioned, I have 2 different phenos in here. I want to try to get a little bit of a sample or squeeze some of the buds and let's see if I can get some smell out of this. Okay, so that is a strong citrus smell. Like I mentioned, the parents are Frosted Lemonade crossed with Fire Shit, and this one's got to be leaning towards the Frosted Lemonade. I know the Fire Shit leans towards more of a funk. I'm not really getting a funk from that pinch. Let's go ahead and squeeze pheno number 2. Let's see what this gives us, a different hand. Okay, this one's definitely got the funk. This one seems to be more dominant to the funk with a citrus on the back end. Wow, I'm really liking pheno number 2. Let's work our way down to the lowers, and you can see I did some lollipopping. Lots of space down here. I actually wish I switched to flower sooner. That way I wouldn't have to lollipop as much and waste that space. I actually have the light all the way up to the top, so I wouldn't be able to bring it up any more. So I'm lucky that these plants did not outgrow the grow space. Environment has been pretty dialed in. Temperature usually hovers around 80 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and VPD is about 1.2 to 1.4 kPa. So that's exactly where I like it to be in the flowering stage. Nutrients I'm using this time around is the same for all 3 containers. Athena nutrients, I'm using their full line. They're A, B, PK, CalMag, and Cleanse. And I'm definitely happy with the results so far. I've actually been able to get away with a half dose, even in flowering, for the plant that's in the DWC bucket. And I've been doing 3/4 of a dose to a full dose for the 2 plants that are on the tray to grow. You can see I have the tray to grow just hooked up to this 5-gallon bucket here. Super easy to maintain, just fill it up with water. add nutrients, and then it'll automatically come down, gravity fed into the bottom of the tray to grow. And yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with how things looking so far. Not too much else to talk about, but I'll definitely keep you updated as we move along here. And I'll leave it at that. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, peace.